Hi everyone! Today I finally decided to solve the biggest cube in the world, Yuxin 17x17. But I thought that to solve it in the usual way would be too easy, so I decided to complicate myself, and today I will try to solve this cube on the track. The test is serious. Of course I won't be able to run. I'll try to walk at a speed of 3-5 km per hour. We'll start slowly and then speed up during solving as much as my strength will allow me. Don't know how long it will take me to solve it right on the track. Can't imagine if anyone did something like that. Also can't tell how many kilometers I'll have to go through today before I put the last element into its place. Anyway, my target today is to solve this giant cube without stopping. But there is one thing, that the manufacturer of this treadmill set a limit of the operational period in 100 minutes. It means that after this time the track automatically stops. I cannot change this. I'll have to run it again and continue my tough route. I understand this is set for training a normal person under normal conditions, but today this treadmill belongs to the man who is the second month in the full lockdown, so the track will have to work accordingly. I have also installed multiple cameras. My watch will record my heart rate and other parameters, so if I succeed today, then in the end of the solving we'll have a complete picture of what this crazy attempt costed me. Reminding you that the weight of the cube is 3 kilograms, so if you are holding a fresh watermelon of medium size in your hands, then you can roughly imagine what is ahead of me today. Let's not waste our time and mix it up. The cube is mixed. If you think that it is not mixed up properly, do not worry, because after solving the first center, all the others will be completely messed up, so we don't have to worry about that. Wish me good luck in this tough challenge. What kind of adventure I've got myself into. But there is no way back now. Let's solve it. Turn on the watch and the track. The track is now running at the speed of 3 km per hour. Everything is working and recording. Let's go! Got the first white center, walking 44 minutes and 40 seconds. The speed is same, 3 km per hour, 2.2 km past. Started slowly. It wasn't quite familiar at first, going and solving at the same time, but after about half an hour I already noticed that I completely forgot that I'm on the track, focusing on the solving, walking automatically. Here is a second yellow center, 1 hour and 26 minutes. And I already passed 4 kilometers and 300 meters. It's becoming more interesting. More or less adapted, but I still haven't picked it up a better way for turning it. The turns are difficult, not always going with the first try. If I don't find a better way, I'll waste a lot of time. And I'll have to go through a whole marathon today. And if you remember the distance of the marathon, you wouldn't wish it to me. I hope. Keep going. After 10 seconds the track will stop by itself, 100 minutes. I walked exactly 5 kilometers. And we continue straight forward. So keep in mind 5 kilometers. The track will count all over again. Here is a third green center. I'm going already 2 hours and 5 minutes. And covered 6 kilometers, 200 meters. Feels tense, but more for visual than physical. Getting tired of following the colors. Sometimes I get lost in the lines. Because there are 15 lines, so I have to put 225 elements in each center. 3 centers already done, the same amount remaining. Now I have to solve the 4th center, my least favorite. The first 4 centers are assembling in a similar way, but 5th and 6th are slightly different. So it's quite tiring to do the same actions for a long time. And the cube itself is so arranged that it is just inconvenient for me solving the 4th center. I can't explain it, I just don't like it, and that's it. And on top of that, maybe it's just myself, but naturally I always solve with the 4th center. The red color, the one I really hate. If I could jump to the next level, I would do that. But there is no choice. Carry on. Center number 4 is ready. I'm already going 8 kilometers, 600 meters, 2 hours, 53 minutes. And now is right that moment when I wish to just give up on this. I'm getting distracted from the solving more often. That's why I also feel tired a lot more. And I just have to force myself to continue. I just have to think about something and slowly, almost automatically, not only go but also solving. If I don't get another breath, it wouldn't be funny at all. The speed is still same, 3 kilometers per hour. I still have 27 minutes left until the end of the second round, 100 minutes, when the track stops again, and I will have to run it. And after that, I think I'll increase the speed a little bit. The good news is that the really worst 4 sides are already behind. To left, it's a little bit easier for me to assemble them. Both sides are in front of my eyes. I don't longer need to twist and roll the cube as before. Timing seems good to me, 2 hours 54 minutes, which is less than 3 hours for 4 sides. Moving on, I hope that I will have enough power until the end of it. The second cycle in time has ended, second 100 minutes. This means that I have walked exactly 10 kilometers. Continue. The third cycle for the third 100 minutes I start at a speed 4 kilometers per hour. Three hours, 49 minutes, all 6 centers. The speed is 4 kilometers per hour, and I already passed 10 plus nearly 12 kilometers without stops, let's say. While solving, different thoughts in my head. I caught myself thinking that this process reminds me our good old Tetris, when we need to put each element on its place, and new elements keep falling, and so on without the end. The same thing reminded me of this cube. Feeling really tired in my head and in the legs. After speeding up a little, I even got lost a bit. I hope I will make it in 1 more hour to collect all the edges and the last stage 3x3. Not wasting time. I hope everything will work out. Four hours, 42 minutes almost, going 15 kilometers. And just now I brought this cube into the state of the cube 3x3. I hope 10-15 minutes will be enough for me to complete it. Going into automatical mode, solving automatically as well, making mistakes and just have to redo it. I don't even have the strength to test myself, getting lost. Was listening to music, then had to turn it off because getting confused all time. The final part, speeding up to 5 kilometers per hour. Let's do this. The last effort. I made it. Not enough strength to rejoice. Just kill 5 hours. I don't turn off the track completely because all numbers will be gone. I crossed exactly 6 kilometers in the third cycle of the track working time. 16 kilometers in total in just 4 hours and 49 minutes. You know, when while going, your hands are in a natural position and they help you. Here it turns out that the hands are in constant tension. They twist 3 kilograms of weight in front of them and interfere with the walk, so the arms and legs are on their own. This is confusing as well. If you do all of this separately, of course, there are no problems at all. For those who knows how to solve such a cube, I beat the world's largest cube today. On the treadmill, I walked 16 kilometers in 4 hours and 49 minutes. You can congratulate me. First of all, I'm glad that I achieved my goal, didn't stop as much as I could. When the track have stopped 2 times, literally for a few seconds, I immediately continued. I'm glad that nothing broke. The cube didn't break, I did not break. This is most important. And the most of all, of course, I'm really happy with such time. I certainly expected to solve it within 6 hours, but in less than 5 hours. It's just super. A good way to lose a kilogram or 2. Now I don't feel tired in my arms, only in my legs. I think tomorrow all my muscles will remind me about my today's feat. I only drank a little of water for whole time. Didn't get distracted by the other things. So in general, it's even cooler than I expected. Thanks to everyone who watched to the end. I hope you enjoyed the video. The most important thing is that everything went just fine. Good luck to everyone and bye.